Welcome back to the NightChild Reviews Prince. Day 10, track 10 of the HITnRUN album, 1,000 Hugs and Kisses is the track we're going to look at today. Now, for me, this track really symbolises the fact that Joshua Weldon gets Prince. This is a classic Prince song, even though it wasn't officially released on the Prince album, that's been around for nearly 25 years. And this song, Prince often talks about songs being like children, and sometimes they're not quite ready to go out into the world. And this song has waited a long time, since the early 90s, to finally be given the full production, the full release on a Prince album. So this is, a track that certainly waited its time. It was originally recorded around 1992 and Rosie Gaines sung on the track, and then it was re-recorded in 93, 94 with Nona Gay, but finally we have the full Prince version. And for Josh to take such a classic Prince track and to work in the kind of modern magic, but also to kind of keep that original kind of vibe of the song, the original feel of the song and the catchy hook of the song is really no small achievement. It really isn't. This song is possibly on this album the most classically sounding Prince song. It really is. It's something that you can just identify as a classic Prince song. The main keyboard riff kicks in about 15 seconds and it's just a do-do-do-do-do-do. It's phenomenal. It's just so catchy. It just plays on your mind constantly. It really does. And it just breathes. The song breathes for about 30 seconds. Prince just lets it have its time, lets it settle in. Lets it have its moment. Prince's voice here is unaltered. It's a normal kind of baritone voice, and it's just unaltered. The classic Prince voice. You've got 54 seconds, you've got the chorus kicks in. Now, whether you're familiar with the song or not familiar, it's just an amazing hook. It's such a hook, it's such a catchy kind of 1,000 hugs and kisses, baby. It just is one of those things that gets in your head. They call it like an earworm, and it'll never get out, it'll never leave your head. Anyway, you've also got 114, some great lyrics. You've got, when you've given your all and still it's only second best, you can come and lay your head upon your baby's chest, which reminds me very much of the she's always in my hair sentiment of like, no matter what happens, I'll always be there for you. This is also continued in some of the lyrics where it says, every one of your worries, all your miseries, you can put them in a little boat and ship them out to sea. This kind of notion that he'll always be there no matter what. At 2:20, you've got a slow rap by Prince, which is worth checking out. And he also, gets into this kind of sentiment of, as long as you've got me, I've got your back, and this is why. You work so hard, and that goes into the chorus. He's always going to be there for this person. 3:01, you've got Prince's falsetto kicks in, and he kind of changes that baritone to that falsetto voice, which is a really interesting point. And he kind of really, lets it go a bit in that song, really goes for it. At 3:40, you've also got a little bit of the sexy Prince back again. You've got to go give you love like you've never had, blindfolded, gagged and bound, and it's kind of this real, he's deeply in love with this woman. I've got to say, this is a track that, of all the Prince songs on this album, without question, this is getting the most love by fans. This is the #1 track that fans are currently appreciating. On all the forums, on Facebook, on Twitter, this is the song that gets mentioned the most. This is the absolute, I would say, fan favourite. Everybody disagrees slightly, but this is the one I've seen mentioned the most times, receiving the most amount of love. This is just pure classic Prince. And even though it is nearly 25 years old from the original creation of the song, it really has been worked well to keep the main elements of the song, but to bring it that modern, fresh sound. So Joshua Weldon has done a phenomenal job in really combining what is almost seemingly an impossible task of taking a classic Prince song and giving it this really, really modern sound, and keeping the vibe and keeping the hook and keeping the riff. So it's full credit to Joshua Weldon and to Prince for this track. 1,000 Hugs and Kisses really is quite arguably the classic of this album. Do 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 do